Hey, it is an unstoppable day. And welcome to another episode of the Talking Small Business with Terrence. I'm your host, Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Leffridge. And thank you for watching us, whether you're watching us live or replay, or whether you're listening to us on Anchor FM syndication on all our podcast platforms. We welcome you in each and every week to the TSBT, where we are offering tools, tips, and strategies from some of our small business partners to help your small business go from being stuck into being unstoppable. And today we're going to be talking to you about how your business and personal fitness can be affected by your mindset. So come on in, like and share. Come on in, like and share. We have a great guest who knows a little bit about not only personal fitness, but business fitness as well. He is a personal trainer, he is a life coach, and he is a phenomenal speaker with his business, I Raise Lions LLC, and he's a good friend of mine. So let's welcome to the stage none other than John Blaze Goldsmith. Hey, Blaze, what's going on?
Good morning, King. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm ready to blaze a trail and be a lion just like you with all these great tools, tips, and strategies that you're going to share with us today. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you've probably been up since like 5 a.m. training people and cracking that whip on your lions and lionesses that you train each and every day, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to jump right into our conversation. We're talking about, and you guys, you can see the topic scrolling at the bottom of the screen, how mindset affects your physical and business fitness. So come on in, like and share. Let us know where you're joining us from, just like Danielle Marie Anderson is doing. Good morning, Danielle. Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead and share this, like this, and let a friend know, especially a business owner that may be struggling in their business fitness this day. Have them come on in and get this great quality information. So, John, why don't we take a couple of seconds and just tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do in terms of your mini businesses.
Sure. Well, first, I'd like to say thank you for having me. I know you are busy as well with your 10,000 hats, so I appreciate the time and the opportunity. A little bit about myself. I am a world changer. So, what that means is I strive to change the world, to impact the world. And I do that through various mediums from fitness. I've been a personal trainer 14 years. I am also a certified life coach. I am a motivational speaker. I am a athlete. There are so many platforms. I am a musician. I am a hip hop artist. But in all those areas, in all those avenues, in all those platforms, my primary purpose is to impact lives, really make a definite uh, positive change on this world.
I love that. I love how it comes from a place of the heart and a place of the spirit that you do everything that you do. And it was important for me to have you on the show to talk about physical and business fitness at this time because we're at the beginning of the year. And just like every year, we have our resolutions, our New Year resolutions, or the new goals that we don't start until that first day of the new year or that second day or that fifth day or we look at trying to do it at the beginning of the year because that's a new time and a new opportunity to do something different. So but many times when we look at our physical fitness as small business owners, we don't look at our business fitness, and they go together. And I'm sure you're going to talk about how they are related as we go into this conversation. But I want to start out with a TSBT quote. That's what we do each and every day, each and every episode. And I think this quote is very related to our topic of physical fitness as well as business fitness. It applies in both areas. So let's just throw the quote up on the screen. And it's by one of my legends, my idols, Michael Jordan, 6-time NBA championship winner. He says, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." Now, I'm going to just ask you to reflect on that quote because I'm sure you probably heard or seen people in all three phases of this quote in your training practice as well as in your coaching practice, correct?
Yes, definitely. I drill my clients many times when they use words like hope, I hope, or I want, or I'm going to try, or well, that's the plan. And these are cliche, quotes or statements that we use many times without even realizing. But there's power in your words. So I tell people when you use those words that you're going to try, you're going to attempt, possibly you're giving yourself excuses already off the bat. You're giving yourself a a way out so that in the event of a perfect situation, then maybe you'll execute. But if the weather is a certain way, if you're in a certain mood, if your boss gets on your nerves, if any of these external factors don't go in your way or to your favor, then you just can't quite complete the task. And that doesn't that doesn't help you get towards your goals because life will always happen. It will never go according to your plan, ever. So you have to already have that mindset that not that I hope I'm going to achieve or I would like or I'm going to try. No, that you will. You will, whether that's you getting up earlier, whether sometimes that's you doing certain things while you're driving. Sometimes you may just have to pull over and spend time at a park. Sometimes you may have to stay up late to achieve that goal. Sometimes you may have to go to the gym at hours that you don't want. You may have to work out at your home, whatever it is. Like life is always going to happen. I've had clients experience death, and death is no joke.
Right.
Even prior to COVID, I had clients experiencing death in the family, losing loved ones, losing parents. And I'm not downplaying that like that's ever easy, because that's never easy at all. And yes, you need time to grieve. I totally understand. However, death is also a part of life.
Yes. Yes, and basically, what this quote really talks about in a nutshell is the whole topic that we want to discuss today, and it's that mindset. And there's in his quote, Michael talks about three different levels of your mindset. You can either have that mindset of this is what I want, otherwise this is the wish list that we all have in our mind. And then the second one is not only do I want it, but I really wish I could make it happen. And so now you just put that wish out to the universe, like you're calling the lottery people as I wish I could have this money, and hoping that somebody else will make it happen for you. And then that third one is that mindset that says that, come hell or high water, I'm gonna make it happen. So the different levels of the mindset is what we want to talk about as we bring the relationship between physical fitness and business fitness to bear in this show. And so hopefully you guys have your pen and you have your paper because note takers are money makers. And we want to make sure that you are making some money in your business this year. We want to thank Dr. Smile Stanley all the way from Nigeria who is watching us this morning. Thank you so much. Go ahead, like and share this because there are businesses all around the world that really need to check not only their physical fitness, but their business fitness at this time of year. So let's talk a little bit about your own physical fitness and business fitness, Blaze. Yeah, let's get all up in your business. So, we had a conversation, and we were talking about how your mindset changed after a defining moment in your life, and how that mindset change not only affected the way you went about your own physical fitness, but how you went about training others in your business as far as their fitness is concerned. You want to share a little bit about that defining moment that came in your life?
Sure. So, as mentioned previously, I've been a trainer. I've been in the fitness field, sorry, for about 14 years. And I've had lots of experiences. I've had lots of success. I was also a CrossFit athlete, competitor. So I would put myself through grueling, excruciating exercises. Um, but to achieve certain goals and to really test my not only my physical body but my mental, right? However, it wasn't until one significant event in my life happened, and that was becoming a father. And that made it all clear in that I realized what my purpose was. And not only that, because you can realize what your purpose is in life, and that's great. That's the first step, but it doesn't stop there. So, in becoming a father and just that chaos, that change of climate for me, um, brought me towards actually walking in my purpose and realizing that it wasn't about me. And that was tough because I like the camera. In case you couldn't notice.
We kind of picked up on that. So what was it about? What was it in your mind that switched once you saw that bundle of joy that now you had become responsible for?
Yes. So you know that saying, and I'm going to butcher this quote. Uh,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, I'm really gonna butcher this quote. But you know that saying where you what you've done to get you to this current level won't be what's required to get to the next level,
Right, right.
right? I mean, so all that you've learned got you here, but to get you there, you need to renew your mind. You need a new set of tools. You need a new perspective. So I thought I had all I needed already, but becoming a father was just that wake up call that maybe I'm not as selfless as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as financially secure as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as patient. Am I truly being a man of integrity? Like, truly. And those were wake up calls and checks that I really had to check myself and spend time alone, spend time in solitude. Going back to that car illustration, I had to pull over and spend time in my car and just meditate and just really brainstorm on just where I was and where I wanted to actually go in life, like where I really wanted to, or rather, how I really wanted to impact this world. And it took courage, it took humility, which for a lot of us men isn't always easy. We think that we're humble until we're put in our place. Maybe we're not that humble. So realizing that it really, really, truly wasn't about me. It was really about others and ultimately about my son, giving myself the tools necessary to make him the best person that he could be.
I,
So
I,
that
I
changed
love
everything.
I love that. And so now equate that to, because you were a personal trainer, I assume before you became a father, correct?
Yes.
What was your mindset as a personal trainer before you became a father, and how did it change after becoming a father?
Before becoming a father, I had that desire to just learn, to learn as much as I could to educate clients, right? To gain customers and to help propel others to their goals. Granted, and I loved what I did. I love seeing the results in people. I love seeing their enthusiasm, their energy. I loved that. But when I became a father, I realized all that is still needed and all that is still necessary. However, every single platform that I have is a opportunity to not just help them in that industry or in that specific area, but it's also to impact their life because so many people are hurting, so many people are confused, so many people are lost. And yes, we got to get your butt bigger. Yes, we have to firm up your legs and all this other stuff too. But sometimes even leaving my clients with a quote or sometimes just listening to them vent is exactly what they needed. So they're getting that physical push, but I'm also able to help propel them forward mentally, emotionally, and sometimes even spiritually. So that was that level up. That was that elevation for me that it was more than just the physical.
I love it. And to sum it up, it sounds like what you were saying is once you changed your mindset, once you had that defining moment of becoming a father, it switched from being everything that you focused on in your personal as well as your business. Fitness life was more about it changed from being all about you to being all about them, and them being your son, them being your personal relationships, them being your business relationships, and them being your clients. It's one thing as a business to be able to say you're certified in this, or you have a master's in this, or you have a PhD in this, or you know how to do these six things better than any other personal trainer out there. But it's another thing completely to be able to say, because I'm certified in this, because I have a master's in this, I have the ability to give you all the things that you need to be successful. When you change the mindset about how you think about your personal as well as your business life, then you change the focus and put the focus where it should be, which is on the people that you are serving and the
Serving.
people that you're giving to, correct?
Keyword is serving right there. Yes.
Yes, yes. What that brought a smile to your face. What is it about the word service as a business owner? What does that do for you?
I feel that many businesses use that word serving loosely. You'll see it on commercials, you see it on websites, business cards. They'll say the company name and they'll say serving and they'll say their location or their client base or whatever. But true serving is really getting to the roots. It's not just meeting the clients or the customers' expectations, but it's really putting them first, making them feel valued, not just a number, but making them feel value. And when you ultimately open up the value in a person, once they realize their value, then it's contagious. Then they start helping others feel valuable. And it's a domino effect, man, that I don't believe in just helping people. I believe in empowering people. So for me, serving is many times I don't have the answers in my own life. But instead of sitting there focused and overthinking about what my next steps are, serve this person. They need your help. They need direction. They may just need a 10-minute phone call. but actually serving and putting that person up so that they truly feel value. And when you make somebody feel value, you'll be unforgettable. You won't just be, oh, that financial advisor that helped me with my finances, or that personal trainer that got me to, my goals, but you'll be Terrence, who really empowered me, who really changed my life. And those type of words make you unforgettable.
I love it. When we talk about our physical fitness, when we're in the gym, we talk about different levels. We talk about the beginner's level. You might this may be your first time in the gym, and you don't know anything about the weights, you don't know how to use them. And then as you gradually continue to do it, then you move up to the the medium level, or the I'm thinking of a different word, but it's escaping me right now. But the
Intermediate.
intermediary level, where you've got a little bit more experience, but you don't know everything that you need to know. And when I equate the physical fitness in the gym, I also equate that to the business fitness. What's your level of fitness in your business? Are you just at the beginner's level, where you really haven't caught on to this ideology about being of service? Are you still just focused on, you put your shingle out there and the people are automatically going to come because you put a shingle up there? Or have you elevated your fitness to a level that now you know who your client is? Now you know what your client needs. And finally, now you know how to effectively service them, because you know what they need, and you've put in the work to make sure that you can service those needs. So as you are looking at your business fitness today, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, or whether you are listening to us on our Anchor podcast syndication, the first thing about your business fitness that we want you to check on is, what's your level of service? Is your level of service just at the beginner's level, where you're not really servicing your clients? Is it at the intermediary level, where you're kind of figuring out how you can be of service? Or are you like Blaze the Lion, where you're at the master level, where you are a master servicer? Once you answer those questions right now, then you'll be able to really ascertain where you are, not only in your business fitness, but in your personal fitness, because I believe that your personal fitness mirrors your business fitness. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not servicing yourself, then how can you service others in your business? What do you think about that, Blaze?
Definitely. That brings me back to the point of being a man or woman of integrity. You can fake it and it'll work for a little bit. It'll work. But at some point, life will check you. And life has a funny, timely way of checking you, so that people around you will actually come to figure out, wait a minute, maybe he doesn't have his stuff together. Maybe he or she is really not practicing what they preach. So for me, that was so important for me to service myself, for me to actually continue that process of growing. Because what happens when you have gurus or masterminds or experts, their downfall many times is that they think they know it all. They think that they've arrived, that they figured it all out. But no one has it figured all out. There are always levels. If you've managed to reach the level 10 in a certain chapter, that's amazing. But you can start a new business. You can start a new venture. There are always unknown areas that you can tap into that you may have to start over. So me learning about myself and learning about my strengths and my flaws, and really focused on being a person of integrity. I can't be telling my clients, eat healthy, eat your fruits and veggies. But then at midnight, I'm creeping in the drive-through at McDonald's. Like, what are you doing? Oh, well, no one will see me like not being a man and woman of integrity. You can't tell somebody to to work their money and to invest their money in certain ways. And you're here rubbing two dimes together, not sure how to make any money manifest or multiply. So healing yourself, working on yourself, and no, you'll never have it all figured out, but continuing that journey so that as you're growing, you're able to efficiently and effectively help others continue their process of growing as well. So it goes hand in hand, man.
I love it.
Definitely.
You talk about that level of integrity. So, and again, I want to take us through your journey, because your journey is definitely what you've learned from your personal journey. You have incorporated into your business. So let's talk about a little bit more about that level of integrity. You use that level of integrity, but now what do you share, and how do you use that level of integrity within your business, within your business plan, within your daily or weekly operation of your business, or within your daily or weekly interaction with your clients? How does that work? What's that level of integrity required for a business to be successful?
Yes. So along with integrity is value, true value. So in a business, what do you value? Do you value making that quota at the end of the month? Or do you value genuinely helping your clients, giving them the best opportunity for themselves to reach their goals? So, as a fitness professional, I may know quite a bit, but I don't know everything. And sometimes I have to be real with my clients. Sometimes I have to refer my clients to other professionals. That's being a man of integrity. Sometimes what my clients think they need and what I analyze and see that they actually do need is not congruent. They may think they need training with me 5 times a week. And while that'd be great for my pocket,
Yeah.
but for some of their goals, that may not be what they need. They may really only need twice a week. And then me giving them workouts or them getting involved in their own area, whether it be sports or active cardio. So in a business, money can't be the goal. Yes, you want to be successful. Yes, yes, yes. But that success, that focus on money can't trump walking, and that was no pun intended. I feel like the word Trump has kind of changed over the years. Sorry about all that. But that can't trump, for lack of better words, walking in integrity. For I feel integrity follows you. Integrity is linked to karma. It follows you. So if you get involved in cheating your clients just to make the most money, if you get involved in just partnering with other business owners to kind of shortcut the system, it comes back. It comes back. And at the end, I realized that it's not worth it. I would rather use my time here on earth, however short or long it is, to really be of service, to really help others realize and walk in their power. For we're all powerful. You listening, you may not feel powerful right now, but you are powerful. And you may be looking for the answers, not realizing that if you just stop, pause, and pivot. I stole that from somebody.
I wonder. It sounds sneakily familiar. Yeah. But if you stop, pause, and pivot, then.
If you stop, pause, and pivot, you'd realize that that answer has been right there all along. Maybe you've just been too busy trying to weed through the answers. Maybe you've been taking the answer for granted, overlooking the answer. And we do that many times. We get so caught up in just being busy that we neglect what's right there in front of us. So
Absolutely.
walk in your power, embrace your power. Sometimes you gotta loosen up that tie and show that S on your chest. When's the last time you showed that S on your chest? We're all superheroes out here.
Absolutely.
Superheroes.
I agree. We are hanging out with John Blaze Goldsmith, personal trainer, speaker, life coach. I Raise Lions LLC on the TSBT, talking small business with Terrence. And we are talking about how your mindset affects your personal as well as your business fitness. It's time for you not only to take an account of your personal fitness right now, but to take account of your business fitness and recognize that your mindset plays a role in both of them. We've already talked in this conversation about having a level of service. Service is the rent we pay for being inhabitants on this planet. We weren't put here without a purpose, and we don't get to stay here for free. And the way we repay the gratitude of being allowed to walk this earth is through our level of service. And that service comes not only in your personal life, but in your business life and the way you service the people that are attracted to your business. But we also talked about a level of integrity. Do it with integrity. You know, in business, sometimes you've got to recognize that while you want to serve everybody, everybody ain't supposed to be served by your business. Your business is not for everybody. I know in my own practice, when I first started off as a life coach, I was one of those people. I hung my banner out there. I put the advertisement. I said, I'm a life coach. And I was expecting everybody to come, Blaze. And for a minute, everybody was coming. And as I talked to each and every one of them and we engaged in the coaching process, it was quick and relevant and understandable to me that not everybody was supposed to be working with me. There were some things that they were trying to achieve that were not my specialty. There were some things that they wanted help with that just honestly wasn't in my lane. And there were some people who needed coaching that I just wasn't interested in coaching. Let's just keep it real. The spirit wasn't there. The alignment wasn't there. I didn't feel the vibration that said, let me continue to work with this person or that person. But someone who was not with a level of integrity, they would have just looked at, okay, how much are they paying me? How often are they paying me? What is this going to do for the other things that I want to do? And let's keep it going. You know, the only thing I see is green. But like you said earlier, when you do that, karma is a bitch, and it will come back. And usually in my world, yeah, yeah. Usually it comes back in my world in a far more vicious way than in the way I put it out into the world. And it's that level of integrity. There's a quote that says quality over quantity. I would rather be able to say that I served 5 quality clients this month than to say I had 50 clients. And if you asked them what they got out of my service, they couldn't tell you what they got, because that's going to have more of an impact on what I do in the future than those 5 quality ones that can say he did this, 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 and this for them. And that's why I recommend you to go see him versus anyone else. So that level of integrity is important. So we want you to look at, in your business fitness, as you look at your business plan, as you look at the goals that you've put down so far and the long range goals you're looking at, we want you to look at, is there a level of service in your business fitness? And is there a level of integrity? What level is it at? Maybe you want to put numbers to it. Maybe you want to do on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being excellent, 1 being not so great. You take the time now to see what level you are at, what service level you're at, what integrity level you're at. And then the a third level that is really important in what I do, and you can tell me if it's important in what you do, Blaze, is a level of accountability. Because my moniker says the accountability coach. So I can't coach on being accountable if there is no level of accountability in my practice. Am I walking the walk? Am I talking the talk? Does the tongue in my mouth match the tongue in my shoe? So when we talk about level of accountability, talk about accountability from your personal fitness as well as now in your business fitness, Blaze.
Definitely. Accountability many times could even be more important than education. Hmm.
That's
So,
deep.
yeah. Yeah. I might just pause for a second just to let that marinate. So, in the fitness field, in the fitness industry, there are many people. I mean, let's face it, in this current time, they have so many apps. Everybody's a trainer. You can go on YouTube. You can get so much education on fitness. You can learn how to work out, right? Hopefully with some good form. Yes. So education is everywhere, right? However, what sets you apart is your rhythm, your frequency, your ability to continue, your perseverance. And those words for me all come under the umbrella of accountability. Who's holding you accountable? And many times clients will book me, I feel, mainly for accountability, even though they don't know it. But I see it. For their form is great. They're doing the exercises without a problem. But me holding them accountable, like, listen, next Monday, we have weigh-in. We're taking measurements. We're checking your body fat. Or, okay, we're going to go through a certain drill now. And in 3 weeks, we're going to do it again to see how you've progressed. It's that accountability that I've seen time and time again that really propels people forward, knowing that it's not just an open field of just chaos, but it's more so a direct road getting you to your goal.
I love that. That is a great analogy. You know, they say that without the test, there is no testimony. And when we were all in our school age, some of us has been longer than others. Uh, there was always a test at some point. The teacher would give you the information. You would practice how you did the formula. You would do repetitive measures to make sure that you got the information that was being given to you by the teacher. And then there was a test.
Yeah.
And why was there a test? The test was to measure how much of the information you received. The test was to hold you accountable to not only learning the information, but embedding the information in your mind so that you could use it going forward. The test was what you took in order to be able to say where you were and, more importantly, where you have come to.
Mm.
And that is important. And like you said, being accountable is more important than the education. It's one thing to get the education. It's another thing to be accountable to implementing the education, to uh, living the lifestyle. You know, in your field, a lot of people they start working out because they want to lose weight, whereas most personal trainers, and I know you specifically, you are helping people create a new lifestyle. It's not just a temporary fix, it's a permanent solution. But in order for you to get from the temporary fix to the permanent solution, you've got to be accountable to making the change. So, in terms of your business, what have you held yourself accountable to in changing your business fitness? And what do you hold your clients accountable to?
Hmm. I like that question. What have I held myself accountable to? Well, in my business, I've held myself accountable to never quitting. No matter how that day may go, no matter if it's a slow month or a busy month, but knowing the value, not just of myself, but knowing the value of my gift, of my service to others. And I can't serve others, I can't empower others to walk in their purpose if I'm quitting on myself. So I've realized that fitness for me isn't going anywhere. In some capacity, I'll always be doing fitness. I mean, for one, you have to look the part, but I've seen it. I've seen master trainers, very knowledgeable, but don't look the part. And then on the other side, I've seen trainers and fitness professionals who look the part, but are clearly not in it for service, that are clearly not in it to make their clients feel the value. Not at all. So never quitting, because again, life will happen. Life is happening right now. Your 2021 could right now, for lack of better words, suck. But what are you going to do about it? Are you going to quit? Are you going to quit in the midst of that chaos, in the midst of that darkness? Are you going to quit? Are you going to throw in the towel? Or are you going to level up? Maybe you need accountability from Mr. Unstoppable himself. Maybe you need to check your integrity. Maybe you need to really think about your level of service to yourself, to your loved ones, to your customers, to your neighbors. They all go hand in hand. That accountability, that service, that integrity, you become that triple threat. So never quit. No matter how hard it gets, you got this.
Great, great words, great words. Your level of accountability requires you to never quit. But we know sometimes it's easier said than done, especially when you are isolating yourself or when you are not having others hold you accountable. The whole word about accountability is the ability to account for what you say or do. The ability to account for what you say or do is kind of like a checkbook. You got your checks and your balances. Well, your checks is what you said you were going to do. Your balances is that accountability statement that says, did you do what you said you were going to do? And I've seen some of your workouts. I've seen some of your YouTube videos. And the one thing I see you do is you create a level of accountability in your class many times because you have students or clients partner up with each other during the class, right?
Yeah.
What does that level of accountability do for each of the clients individually when you have them partner up together?
Oh yeah. Partner workouts or just seeing others, it many times it reaches people deeper than I could. For I'm the trainer. So for me, they assume, oh, he's the trainer. It's easy for him. It's easy for her. But then when they're seeing other people similar to them that may also be struggling, but are not quitting, that are pushing through. So if we're doing a partner workout where you're doing jumping squats with your partner, squat, jump up together, high five for 1 minute, when it comes to those first 30 seconds and your quads are burning, your heart rate is racing, and you want to quit, but your partner is like, uh-uh, let's go. That encourages you to continue pushing. That encourages you to not want to let your partner down. And even in a virtual sense, I have challenge groups that I have, and we're all put together in this private Facebook group. And the accountability is clear, man. Everybody's posting what they're eating, they're posting their selfies after they finish that grueling workout by yours truly. But they're seeing that progress. They're seeing the other struggles, but they're not quitting. They're continuing to go. They may have a bad day and they really wanted that donut. They really wanted that shot of vodka, but they posted, you know what? I wanted that, but I said no. And instead, I had a green drink. Instead, I went to the gym. I'm like, man, if they can do it, you know what? Let me get up off this couch and let me go, let me go forward as well. So seeing others that are somewhat on your level pressing through, that accountability soars others for sure.
And that works in business just like it works in personal. We talked about your clients in your group, that they personally are connected with an accountability partner to push them forward, or you connect them within a support group, so that even after the workout is over, as I like to say, after the hangover, after the rush is gone, when you're by yourself, that's when the accountability usually fades. But to have that support group, that when your accountability is a little challenged or when you get a little weak, that you can tap into that power of the group to continue to hold you accountable. That is some key advantages to have in your personal life. But guess what, business owners? You can also have that in your business life, in your business fitness plan. You know, Blaze ain't the only personal trainer out there. I'm not the only coach out there. I know that coaches need coaches. And I won't speak for Blaze, but I assume that he knows that there is power in being aligned and being associated with other personal trainers. You learn new tricks, you learn new tips, you learn new strategies, that maybe there's a problem that you're having with your client that another personal trainer had with their client in the past, and they come up with a revolutionary solution that can now work in your practice. There are coaching techniques that I have yet learned, or I have learned, but I haven't implemented effectively. So being able to tap in to other coaches not only increases my skill set, but it also increases my level of accountability, because now there's someone else who knows what I'm doing and knows the field that I'm in, that can check me and make sure I stay in balance in my accountability, but then can also help me level up in my business fitness. So if you're listening to this, or if you're watching the replay, recognize that not only do you need a level of service, not only do you need a level of integrity, but that level of accountability, like Blaze said, is sometimes even more important than all the education and all the knowledge that your business brings to the marketplace. Like you said, if you can't be held accountable for your business, then what can you be held accountable for?
So indeed.
Absolutely. So, we could talk about this forever, but as the show is coming to a close, so I want to give a time for you to really talk more about your businesses, what you do at I Raise Lions LLC, and how can they get in contact with you if they want to increase their level of personal integrity, their level of personal accountability, and receive your high level of service.
Sure, sure. Well, I'd like to I'd like to keep things simple. For we all struggle with so many aspects of our lives, and we have all these duties and all these tasks and all these things to remember, to the point that sometimes you're introduced to somebody and you don't even remember their name. So, with all that said, I keep it simple. Here it is. On social media, you can reach me at Blaze the Lion. All right. I'm also the host of a weekly podcast called the Blaze the Lion podcast. See how simple that was? You have to remember. All right. If nothing else, Blaze the Lion, Fire and the Lion, right there. All right. On that podcast, it's weekly, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And I interview so many guests in different walks of life, in different industries, from fitness to medicine to music, artistry, so many things. See, Terrence is right on it. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. Love it. And even by email, you can reach me at iraiselions@gmail.com. See, simplicity. Let's keep it simple. I am a life coach, as mentioned before. I am a personal trainer. I am a speaker. I am a motivator. I am a father. And most importantly, I'm a king walking in his purpose.
I love it. I love it. So yes, you can check out Blaze on all social media. Just check him out. Go and Google him at Blaze the Lion or Blaze the Lion, however you want to say it. Just find him there. You can also, I definitely encourage you to check out his podcast, the Blaze the Lion podcast, 9 p.m. That's Eastern time, 9 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time. You can check him out on IG. He also simulcasts on Facebook, as well as all of the Anchor podcast syndications.
And Mr. Unstoppable himself was on my podcast. He was one of my guests. And you
Yes,
can catch that episode on all streaming platforms.
absolutely. I'm, I humbly say I made the show blow up, but that's a whole nother conversation. I am
Definitely.
honored to be able to be on this platform. He definitely gives you a lot of things to think about. He definitely gives you an insight that is simplistic, but is sincere as well. And that's his level of integrity and his level of service on display. So if you want to see him in all his glory, make sure you check out his podcast. As a matter of fact, it's going to be on tonight, 9 p.m.
Right.
IG, Facebook, and all Anchor podcast syndications. And if you want to reach out to him to have a closer conversation regarding all his training classes and programs, or if you want to be a guest on his upcoming episodes, just email him at iraiselions@gmail.com and he will get back to you to help you blaze your trail, increase your level of service, your level of integrity, as well as your level of accountability, so that you can walk in your purpose. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. I want to thank Lynette for joining us. She said good morning. I want to thank Danielle for continuing to keep the conversation going in the chat. Yes, the podcast is so dope. Check it out. Well, you know what? There you go, right there. And thank you guys who watched us live. But if you didn't get a chance to watch us live, the replay is always here on the TSBT network on Facebook, as well as on our YouTube channel. So check it out, share it with a friend who definitely needs to check in with their personal fitness or their business fitness, because your mindset not only affects your personal life, but it affects your business life as well. And we don't want you to be like Michael said earlier. We don't want you wanting it. We don't want you wishing it. We want you to take this podcast and have the tools that you can go out and make it happen for your business as well as your personal life. Any final thoughts, Blaze, before we let you go?
Yes, tons of thoughts in this head of mine. I would like to tell the audience, the listeners, that you have a gem right here. All right. Don't take Terrence for granted. He has a gift. He's walking in his power. He's walking in his purpose. Do you hear his acronyms, his lyrics, his bars? He too makes it simple for you to understand, simple for you to remember, but still effective. So make sure you show him love, all right? Because they don't make a lot of people like him, all right? I want to thank everybody just for this opportunity, for this time. And remember, you too are powerful. You may belong on that stage. You may belong in front of that camera, whether it's 1 month from now, whether it's 5 years from now. So continue that process. Continue to learn. Continue to gain education, to gain experience. Grasp that integrity. Perfect your level of service. And don't forget, be that difference maker with your accountability. You got this. And as I always say, Blaze got purpose. But guess what? So do you.
Wow. Blaze got purpose, but guess what? So do you. I love it. Thank you, Blaze. John Blaze Goldsmith, I Raise Lions LLC. Check him out. Email iraiselions@gmail.com. Social media, Blaze the Lion. And don't forget his podcast every Tuesday night on IG, as well as all of the Anchor syndication podcast channels. Well, that's a wrap for this episode of the TSBT, Talking Small Business with Terrence. But hey, you have the opportunity to be a guest on the show, just like Blaze. How do you do that, you say? Well, hey, you can just reach out to me one or two ways. You can go to our website, unstoppablecoaching.com, sign up on the contact page, and put in that little memo box, I want to be a guest. And then we'll reach out to you, hear your business tips, and then get you booked for the show. Or you can reach out to me directly, tleffridge@unstoppablecoaching.com. Just put in the subject line, guest on the TSBT. We'll reach out to you, and hey, you never know, maybe you will be the next guest on the Talking Small Business with Terrence show, where we talk to small business owners, sharing tips, tools, and strategies to help your business go from stuck to being unstoppable. And I want to leave you with this final thought. You know, they say your attitude determines your altitude. And in each one of those words, there are levels. Your levels of attitude determine your levels of your attitude. So like the song says, if you believe you can fly, then there's your mindset attitude. But your level of service, your level of integrity, and your level of accountability is going to be the wind beneath your wings that determines the level of your altitude. I believe you can fly. I believe you have the ability to not be stopped. And what does that make you? That makes you unstoppable. Hey, I'm Terrence, the Unstoppable Coach Leffridge, and in parting, as always, wherever you are in the world today, don't just make it a great day. Go out and see how your mindset is affecting your personal as well as your business fitness, and make it an unstoppable day. Take care.